Greetings. Welcome to Little Discovery Corner. I decided to go with one of my channeled art readings today, and I'll start with this one, which I pulled. This marker I pulled at random with my eyes closed, and I drew with my eyes closed, and I sort of, I don't know, just kind of, a whole lot of, just made me think, it's kind of all over the place, so it just made me think of the song, Long and Winding Road. I think it's the Beatles maybe, or one of the formal Beatles. But, and you know, there's a little curly cue that makes me think of a treble clef too. So music could be on your mind. You could be getting songs popping into your head, reminding of how you may be feeling a certain way about where you are in your journey and where you are in life right now. Like one song that I wrote down that popped in my head while I was doing this was "How Do I Live" by I think it's oh, what was her name? I'm blanking out. How do I live without you? And it goes like that. I think it was from the late 90s. It was a country song that was popular on the pop charts. Oh, I thought of it and I can't remember. Anyway, so yeah, basically you're just kind of like making your way along. You're trying to go with the flow, which is good, always a good thing. And the yellow is the solar plexus chakra, which I associate with courage, your gut instincts. So you might be learning to go with your gut. Take courage to go with your gut, even if that means, say, taking a leap out of a situation or into a situation, taking a leap away from someone or community or situation that is not good for you, not healthy for you, and possibly finding your courage to take a leap towards someone. Perhaps if How Do I Live Without You, I want to know if that's a love song about someone with whom the singer is in separation, or with whom the singer is talking about someone they wouldn't be able to live without if they lost them. And so that could resonate with you for someone on your mind. I wrote this down a while back and I haven't been able to get to it. So some of these words: robbery, heaviness, loving energy, I love you. So that could be someone you're thinking of or a connection in which there was mutual love. Decorate, celebrate, the rain is over. Okay, so this could be a past situation that you've left, which is what I was mentioning, in which, you know, it was rain. It's like basically a rainy day kind of scenario for you emotionally. But, and that this recalls a channeled message I got not too long ago in which I heard the rain is ending. And so I got the rain is over. So you may have finally found your courage to like get out of the storm or walk away from a stormy situation. And now you're drying off. And you can celebrate that. I don't know what decorate means. Maybe celebrate with some sort of commemorative item to commemorate your ending and new beginning. Don't go back to the beginning. Okay, right after the rain is over, it says don't go back to the beginning. The tunnel is dark, but it will let out. So this makes me think of this, which is what I drew. Like a long winding road could be a long winding tunnel, and you're finding your courage to keep going, even if it's still dark. Let the rain nourish you. And what that tells me is, like the storms, if you were in a stormy situation, a very contentious situation or unhealthy situation, which was making you feel down all the time, down about yourself, take your lessons from it. What was it trying to teach you? Perhaps it was teaching you to find your courage, to set your boundaries, to walk away, and to grow stronger, right? And you can appreciate the experience for that. And so when I was meditating, as I wrote these messages down, I saw in my mind's eye like an egg-shaped crystal that looked like, it was a large crystal, and it looked like kind of an egg, and it was shining as if light were, being shined on it, but there's like a red light glowing from inside, and that refers to the base chakra, the root chakra, which is all about base energies, like earthly living, your earthly concerns, your material prosperity and abundance, safety and security, and also vices that possibly devil energy if you combine it with your shadow self and unhealed wounds. And this after then I heard you feel lost at sea, but you are on course. So okay. And this the red possible devil energy vices, just maybe unhealthy ways of thinking or dealing with people. Don't go back to the beginning. Stay on course. Take courage to keep going the long and winding road, the long and winding tunnel to get to the other side. And also, I was in a meeting at my day job, and these are the scribbles. A little like a closed eye. It makes me think of a closed eye opening. So it's like you're waking up to something, and these little slash marks make me think of an eyelashes. So that could mean like, big eyelashes opening up to you're waking up to your intuition, to what your gut is telling you to do, to what your heart is trying to get you to take courage to do and make changes in your life. And here's another little doodle I made. A little fire. Cultures in the Mekong Delta region, the way the traditional aesthetic looks with the Buddhist traditions and Hindu traditions. And then and this is like a ribbon, which kind of ties in with this long winding road I made. And take like a nice pretty shiny ribbon. Can also mean like you could also think of it as like as this said, let the rain nourish you. Take it for what it's worth. Take the lessons out of it. Don't let it make you bitter or keep you in a bitter, resentful place. Let it teach you. Let the challenges in life teach you what you need to learn. Teach you how to find courage within yourself. And love yourself by taking courage to walk away from, unhealthy situations. Alright, I also wrote down a few other songs that have been popping in my head lately. Fairy Tale Gone Bad. That's a breakup song. I'm getting that this could be a message from another energy to you, like, because it's about, just tell them it was my fault. If you want to be mad at someone, go ahead and be mad at me, but it's over. This is not working anymore. So that could resonate with some of you over the deterioration of a connection you were hoping to hang on to. And go ahead and listen to that. Check out the lyrics, see if it resonates with your situation. And that could give you an idea of the state the other person is in right now as far as emotions and thoughts, feelings. Always something there to remind me. Okay, I think that could be both sides if there's a connection on your mind. Always something there to remind me. That could be seeing like signs, synchronicities. Maybe you keep seeing this person's name pop up on the TV or the computer, or you were browsing something else on Facebook, and then their picture pops up unexpectedly. And then if I could turn back time. So that could apply to some of you who wish you could go back and change something that was done or said, or not done, or not said. Alright, so this was my little 3 pencil thing I like to do. I pulled these pencils at random with my eyes closed, the first one was red, again, base chakra, which is rootedness in the earth. You could be finding a new sense of rootedness, and it also refers to like the earthly concerns, whether it's, safety and stability as far as material wealth, or material vices, which could be addictions to any sort of thing from shopping to ingested substances, depending on where you are at mentally and emotionally in your journey. The second card was green, which is the heart chakra. The second pencil. And the third one was blue, and this is a light blue, which makes me think of the throat chakra, which is all about communication. Now, my finishing touches are right here. The blue went right through here, and I just added this with my eyes open at the end to kind of balance it out. And I get what looks like an eye, which ties right in with the drawing I made at work today. And this kind of all tells me to balance out your earthly concerns with your heart, what your heart wants, and learning to communicate that. And you know, blue mixed with red ends up with purple, and purple is all about the crown chakra, which is getting in touch with your intuition, listening to your higher self. So again, a reminder, stay open to what your soul is trying to tell you and where it's trying to lead you, as we always like to say. And meditation, getting out to nature, taking a nice long walk to clear your head definitely helps you stay in touch with that. Alright, I think to end out, I will pull a few tarot. Alright, tell me about state of the... Right now, too many. Yeah. Alright. These three came out together. Normally I would take it as too many, but just the right amount. I was planning to pull three anyway. So I think you may be coming out of this energy, either walking away from secrets or lies or deceptions or some robbery. This ties right in with the word, and I wrote that word down a while ago, those words. You may have been feeling like you may have discovered you were losing money of some sort, some kind, to a connection that you were walking away from. Yeah, and a sneaky connection. The fox represents wiliness, cunningness, sneakiness, like trickery. That you could be walking away out of and if it wasn't actual money, it could have been energy. The eye imagery could be waking up to the fact that your energy was being drained, kind of like your money, like a bank. Your energy reserves were being drained and not replenished with returned energy from a connection that you is now in your past, because you found your courage, which is reflected by the yellow. Can't make it up. Fits right in. You found your courage came into your King of Swords energy to assert yourself, defend yourself, assert your rights, your needs for honesty and even balance of energy exchange, emotional exchange, and this is that's what King of Swords energy is about. You taking courage to express yourself, express your needs, and follow through with anything you need to do to protect yourself, your mind, heart, spirit. You protect your health and your peace. And you are in a state of working on a new financial stability. Alright. I'll go with the angels. Angel numbers to finish out. Oh, fits right in. 435, a chapter has ended. Something in your life is over. This is poignant. The present moment requires you to say goodbye. It's okay to be sad, to mourn what was. The angels hold you at this time. Repeat this mantra a few times until it begins to sink in. I allow myself to heal at my own pace. Alright, so this, you could either be saying goodbye to something you walked away from, or also also some energy that walked away from you. You could have two goodbyes, very possible. That could be for some of you. But either way, let yourself accept that goodbyes have happened, and you need to process that, let yourself feel sad, and admit that you're sad if that's what you're feeling, or whether it's sad, resentful, heartbroken. Even if it was your fault, you can sit with that, feel bad, but you also have to let it out so you can process it, accept it, let it go, so you can move on. And it was something you did wrong to say. If you were this Seven of Swords energy that caused another person to walk away, which you did not want to walk away and want to hang on to that connection, reflect on, perhaps what made you make those choices that caused them to turn away, and how you can do better in the future. Maybe there's some issues you need to work through, old heartbreak wounds from, like, say, your first love, or abandonment wounds going back to your childhood, or rejection wounds. And focus on that. Focus on you. Focus on yourself, your self-improvement, because a chapter has ended. That's not to say that a new one with a lost person couldn't come back in the future, but the important thing is it won't happen until you take those lessons learned, until you reflect, until you work on healing whatever wounds you need to. Oh man. It fits right in. 411, important relationships. See value in those you love. You are called to select one relationship close to you and nurture it in an attentive and loving way. Think about how to tell a loved one how much you care for them, appreciate them, and see them in your life. Make time for them today as you communicate how important they are to you. All right, so perhaps taking the lessons learned, take time to reflect on your past, what you need to learn from it, whether it's about your patterns, your habit, what leads you into, say, toxic connections, and what leads you to, for some of you, sabotage healthy connections that are good for you and cause them to fall apart and disappear. First, you got to focus on yourself. Focus on emotional healing. Take that long and winding road. And if this important relationship ties in with this, an ending, take your time. Don't plunge. Don't push yourself before you're emotionally ready. If you're like avoiding, you're afraid of getting hurt, and it's making you kind of petrified of, say, opening up to a healthy connection, that needs to be addressed first before you can move forward and possibly start a new beginning with a connection on your mind. In the meantime, as you work on healing and taking those lessons learned, you can start with other relationships in your life that are supportive, nurturing, healthy relationships, perhaps with like your own children, your own family. And reconnect with other long lost relationships who would normally be closer if things had been different. Oh, okay, a new romantic cycle begins. And that could also just mean nurturing a stronger, healthier relationship with yourself. New moon in Libra. Give and take could well be the answer to whatever dilemma you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating. When the new moon in Libra comes up, there's a restart for you. There we go. And for someone else, a new relationship could be beginning. And if that's the case, the chances are this will be a healthy and well-balanced connection. In anything you do after pulling this card, doing it in pairs is advised, such as teaming up with someone in business or in your personal life. Libra is the sign of relating, and this card suggests that whoever is at the heart of the issue you're addressing is someone who will be open to talking things through. Avoid being selfish. It won't get you anywhere at this time. All right, yeah, that could tie in with taking your lessons learned first, reflecting on your past, and working to address and heal any wounds that have been causing you to sit in a certain mindset and act certain ways, like, say, self-sabotaging ways. Additional meanings: feel more, think less. Okay, that fits right in with getting in touch with your heart chakra. Marriage or engagement is on the cards. A legal matter will go your way. Pay attention to your appearance, but don't be all about appearances. All right, that's all about balance. Balance, as I was mentioning before, balanced, equal, give and take. And that ties in with communicating your needs and being open to hearing other people's needs. All right, I think that'll be good for today. Hope that has helped someone out there. I will see you next time.